By the way, my rate is definitely higher than yours.
Absolutely
I guarantee that.
Who thinks that's true? Who thinks
that.
more people don't like Mike after the...
No.
David shaking his head no. Mike, people don't like you. Hey, whoa.
What, you just remove his position because he moved out of the house? Show a little respect.
Yo. Are you gonna do this podcast with me?
I'm still considering it. I don't know yet.
Just we'll talk into the mic at least if you're gonna do it.
Well, I wasn't ready.
Lean forward so we can start. Are we rolling? Yeah. Okay, that's great. Oh, hey, welcome back to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. If you're not subscribed, I just sound like a broken record. We're like 115 episodes in, and I say it every time. Like, just subscribe. It's just an easy message to convey. Just hit the button. I know what you're thinking. Logan, why do you have a Band-Aid on your face? I got a rash. I got a rash on my face from boxing, and it's atrocious. And I don't want to put it online. So I put this Band-Aid on my face, and everyone's been calling me Nelly. I didn't know this was.
He didn't even get the reference.
I didn't understand.
Like, what does it mean? What does it mean?
That's how I said it. Nelly, the rapper, used to put Band-Aids on his face. Apparently, that was his brand. But his look cool. I look like a moron.
Yours is hanging off, and by the way, it's in your beard. Like, I told him to leave the Band-Aid off because I'm going to be honest with you guys. This rash is disgusting. It's gross.
So gross.
It's so gross. And so what I asked him was I was going to bring Cholula hot sauce on. I was going to ask him if I could put some sweet habanero on that bitch in the middle of the show.
And the dermatologist I went to him in Vegas because we went to our boy Tiger's birthday party. And
Shout out Tiger.
And the rash was getting so bad. And so I had an emergency pit stop at the dermatologist. And also... for those of you who have known me for a while, I have this dot, this, like Rudolph blood vessel on the tip of my nose, and he pointed it out. He said I can remove it, and so he like zapped me with this like laser, and now it's like twice as red. I'm a mess right now.
Your face has been a disaster since I met you. It's always something. It's either like the zits have been good lately for the most part. They've been better.
Yeah.
Ever since you stopped being controversial. I think that helped clear a lot of the acne up.
Yep.
But now this Band-Aid situation is a real disaster, dude.
I just don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do this. And also, like, this, there's stuff going on in LA.
My God.
Girls are hitting me up, and I can't go out in public.
Can't do anything.
I literally can't do anything. I had this one girl, she sent me a nice, really nice voice memo. You know who you are. I know you watch this show. It's the #1 podcast in the world. Who doesn't? And she's like, hey, like, I just want to like formally invite you to hang out with me and just like 50 seconds worth of just nice stuff. And I can't. I can't
formally invite you to hang out. Is that
that's verbatim what she said. It was nice.
Is she English? Like American?
No, she speaks English. Spencer's not here, guys. We can see. So he's probably going to say as much as he normally does every other episode.
Did you say where he is?
So Spencer is actually a better human being than all of us, and he is currently in Bolivia.
Saving the rainforest.
He put his foot down. He said, fuck this. I'm going to go save the rainforest. And he's doing it by himself. And he's texted me Spencer texted me an update today because as you guys know, the Amazon rainforest is burning to the ground, and the president there is not really doing anything to help. So here's an update from our friend Spencer. Just connected with Bolivia government. We are going on a plane to a remote airport to connect with indigenous tribes who have been displaced. We are here with the Global Empowerment Mission. After we assess the tribe's needs, we will fill a caravan with supplies and deliver. So this is a great kid. Please stay tuned. There are a lot of people in dire need of our help. As many of you saw today, President Bolsonaro of Brazil turned down over $20 million of foreign help. These people need our help. It's not coming from the government. And then, so that is unfortunate today. He just denied that $20 million of aid, and I say fuck it. Like, we got to go to Mars at this point.
Why do I feel like that's like his things, like journal entries where it's like day 1, today we landed in Bolivia, and then it's like day 4, the indigenous tribes have stolen all of our water and we are now on our last bite of food. Day 6, we have set up a God help us sign in sand with logs.
You've seen that movie Green Inferno?
No, I want to watch it though.
I saw the trailer. It's directed by my friend Eli Roth. Green Inferno. It's a like cannibals on a remote.
Where they go and they're like, we're gonna save the rainforest, and then the plane crashes, and all the indigenous that they're going to help, like,
they just eat them,
put them in fucking cages, and they start like stabbing them and shit.
Cannibalism.
Well,
hopefully it doesn't happen to Spencer because we like him.
We could hope it doesn't, but let's be honest, it's pretty obviously going to happen, dude.
He also texted me. He said, "Was just told it will take over a century for the Amazon to be what it was."
Well, you got about 130 years left, yeah, on the planet. You'll be able to see it recover.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going for 150. For those of you who don't know, we have a sick guest today. She's really great. We also do have a decent amount of stuff to talk about. Just hang tight, Janelle. We're coming in. We're coming in hot. But okay. There's a funny story I want to tell about Tiger's birthday party, which we flew to in Vegas on a private jet.
Give a little more context on the day itself. That was a wild day.
Wild day, one of the craziest days I've had in a while. 8 a.m. we wake up, catch a private jet to Vegas. We get there, we hang out, we shoot some content. Tiger's birthday party. At about 7 p.m., we hop on another jet to San Diego to go to Andy Ruiz's birthday party, the heavyweight champ of the world. Went to his party. We stayed there till about 1 a.m. And then Milton, my boxing coach, met us there in the Maverick Sprinter to take us back to Los Angeles. 2.5 hour drive. We got here home at like 4 a.m.
And he drove us back while sleeping. This was one of the first times I've ever seen anything like this. It was incredible.
I've never seen it done before. I didn't know it was possible, but it was very, like, being the passengers, it was very evident that Milton was not conscious. He would swerve lanes and it sort of feel like we're flying for a second.
They pulled the bed out, the little captain seat, they turned into a bed. And so him and Jake were snuggled up under like a blanket. Shout out Jake. Sorry that you had to cuddle with that rash. But they were like cuddling and sleeping. And then Blue falls asleep. Andre, the camera guy, everybody falls asleep. And I'm just sitting there and bumps kept feeling faster and faster, and I kept feeling like this like swerving. And so and by the way, the partition's closed. So you're in this closed off death box. All of the curtains on the thing are closed. And you just know, I knew something was wrong. So I opened up my Waze. And at first it was like 68 miles an hour. I'm like, all right, I could deal with that even if he's sleeping. Then it was like 76. I'm like,
should probably wake up at this point.
Yo, Logan. And then I looked again, it was like 88. And I was like, this is it.
I'm gonna
die in a Sprinter with a deceased bird on the seats. Like this is the end of my days on this fucking planet.
Death was imminent. And the question is this. And this is you could apply this to a lot of things in your life. Is it our fault for knowing that Milton is he in the room? Milton's probably not the best capable driver for the vehicle.
After driving for 6 hours.
Like he's just not. So is it our fault? Like when it happens, by the way, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, oh, there it is. How can we expect anything different?
And by the way, is it our fault or more so is it just your fault? Like just you in particular. Just because you're the leader, it's your Sprinter.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, GP standing there like, don't do it, Mike. Don't fucking do it. Not my son.
Yeah, we had to be back.
Yeah.
We had to be back because we were checking out houses. I'm checking out houses and trying to get a ranch, maybe go a little ranch life. Ohio boy, grew up in
secondary property.
Yeah. So
all right, go ahead.
Super long day. There's a lot of funny stories that happened at Tiger's birthday party.
I already know what.
One of which, I mean, what's new? One of which involved Mike hooking up with the girl. But this one's special. This one's special because the girl snapped back.
No, not snap back. There was no snap.
She snapped.
She just snapped. Yeah, I didn't do anything.
So what happened? So it's the classic, like, you know, you're at a party and
we're at the party. We were talking. Things started getting hot, and I was like, "Yo, where's the closest bathroom that we can escape to?" Bathrooms are the go-to. So I'm like, "Let's go." So we make our way into the bathroom. I end up sitting on the toilet. She finds a way to like straddle me, whatever. But because of her like non-balanced personality,
I think one leg was longer than the other.
Yes,
she lost her balance and she fell. And she hit her head on the wall.
And talk about a way to kill a mood. Usually, like sometimes, like, you know, if the guy doesn't have his blue chews, maybe he's got a little bit of an issue that day, he's too drunk, whatever, right? But this girl literally falls off me, smacks her head on the wall, and so I'm like, all right, well, this is done. So then we get up, we're standing in the mirror, we're like putting our clothes back on, and she says to me,
she said to Mike, she goes,
"It doesn't really matter because you're fat anyways."
She goes, "You know what? You're fat anyways." And Mike was like,
"Why would you say that to me? Why would you say that?" Like, by the way, whereas most people would probably get like a little angry, I was laughing because that was amazing. Like I was just like, "What?" But I was just like, "Why would you say that to somebody?"
And then she goes,
"Well, I mean, come on, like let's be honest, you got a beer belly." And I was like, I go, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? It was hilarious, and I was just standing there, and I was like, you can't make this shit up. And then I just went back out and I told Logan about it. And he gets his phone out and starts typing. He's like,
hilarious.
That's an impulsive topic.
You got to either go on the elliptical for twice as long or double your speed. Because something, I mean,
Listen,
bro.
I'm fine, dude. Okay, and
something to think. She got a point, bro. No girl's ever told me, you know what, you're fat anyway.
because you're not, because you don't endorse the dad bod. And by the way,
I've had a dad bod before.
and by the way, she was feeling the dad bod enough to enter the bathroom. It's just the fact that she has shitty balance that made her call that out.
Yeah.
What other story are we gonna roll with?
There's one more thing, and then I want to do our sponsor, and then bring the guest on. I'm hesitant to even bring this up.
Oh shit!
Because I'm not an advocate of biting the hand that feeds you, but I've been having a problem on YouTube.
Oh boy!
My German videographer David brought it up to me, and he said,
"Oh, this is fantastic! I love this.
This one's weird. This one's weird. So guys, if you don't know about me, I upload videos on YouTube. And
that's a fact.
And so that's what I do mainly. And David was looking at my videos the other day, and he sent me this screenshot. And if you go ahead and look at the titles, it said the first title says a love story about I licking JT's sexy balls.
Wait, that's not what you actually titled those?
So no, I just called it a love story. And on my back end, my American back end, it's called a love story. It's not. I didn't get hacked. The second one down, JT's dildo ruined my life. Again, that was not called. I don't know who JT is.
Fuck.
Thanks for the sound effect.
All right, Dylan.
So what do you do? Right. This isn't making any sense. It doesn't appear that I got hacked. And then David sends me a screenshot from a Spanish YouTube server. Same shit. Love story about licking JT's sexy balls and JT's dildo ruined my life. I don't know a JT. So
is it Justin Timberlake?
I actually wouldn't be mad.
John Travolta?
Oh. I wouldn't be mad if it was either of those. But the point is this: something's going on. Something's going on. I'm being ridiculed in European countries, Germany, Spain, and then I thought there was what? France as well, in French. And I speak je parle un peu français. So
you want to hit that love story note really quick about how much shit I've gotten for fucking making that kid leave?
Who has seen this video? Raise your hand. Thanks, Andre. I think it's David. Yeah, man. Are you getting hated on?
I'm just getting a lot of shit in the comments because the people are like, come on, man, you should have let that kid stay. And people are like, Mike was just mad because he saw someone moving in on his territory. They were like, he was going to take Logan as his new best friend. I was like, yeah, I was really worried that Gucci-faced Jacob was going to start advising Logan on business decisions. And he was going to start stealing my LA girls.
He goes, I will make $1 million in 2 days. Like, how you going to do that, man?
Fit quickly, 15-year-old runaway international fugitive. When you put those 4 words into any sentence, my red flag starts shooting up. I made a decision. I fought him on this. He was like, I like the kid. I want him to live here. I'm like, bro, this kid can't fucking stay at this house. And I ratted his ass out. I called Jed. GP's in the back clapping. I called fucking Jed.
My dad's clapping.
I called all of them because, listen, you can't just have an underage international fugitive living at your house. I know it sounds like fun, low gang, because, by the way, you're the same age as them. So, of course, it sounds fucking fun. But it can't fucking happen. If you want us to be able to continue making content, he can't go to the penitentiary. Do you know how shitty that content would be? You have to use a fucking little Nokia phone. Oof. They sneak in a butthole. Oof. Final, one more, and then a quick one on Vegas, too. The best thing that happened to me in Vegas, I told Dylan this story earlier. You were at the blackjack table losing money, of course, which we all did.
Yeah.
And some kid came up to me and he's like, oh my God, Mike. He's like, I'm trying to do Irish. I suck. He's like, I'm a huge Night Shift fan. And I was like, thank you, bro. Like, I get this a lot now. Fans of the Night Shift, or they say Impaulsive. And then I'm like, dude, thank you so much. Like, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you fans. I love, that you watch the show and come up, say hi, take pictures. And he's like, do you mind if your friend takes the picture? And I was like, I thought he was pointing at Andre. He's pointing at Logan.
I would have taken it.
And I'm like, is this a troll? Like, you being serious? And he's like, yeah, can that kid take the picture? I'm like,
but I wasn't near you. I was across the way.
No. This was when we were right next to you. You were on the table right next to us. And he literally saw you and was like, can he take the
But
picture?
how did he know we were friends?
I was standing with you. He knew, by the way, and I'm like, are you trolling? You fucking obviously know who he is. He's like, no, just let him take the picture. I'm like, do you think I should have done it? Like, would you have taken the picture?
Man, who cares, bro? He wants to make a fun joke. Like, I'll take
That's
a picture.
what I said.
I mean, what's
That's
good?
what I
What's
said.
good? Like, yo, I got you. Like, get your laugh for the day. All right, guys, look, it's a new season. Antonio Brown is on the Raiders. Le'Veon Bell is with the Jets. Odell Beckham is in Cleveland, trying to go to the first game, by the way. The one thing that hasn't changed is where I'm putting my money down on all the games. MyBookie is the place to bet on every football weekend. MyBookie has better bonuses and more prop bets than any other sports book, period. This year, they're hosting the first online handicapping super contest. First place is guaranteed to win at least $100,000. And it only costs $100 to enter. All you got to do is pick 5 NFL games against the spread every week to climb the leaderboard and score your share of the huge cash prize pool. MyBookie has live in-game betting on every NFL game. They've got the most rewarding player perks in the business. And for you fantasy guys out there, you can even bet the over-under on how many fantasy points a player will score each game. Sorry, dude. I also forgot to mention I'm sick. Deathly sick.
Spread season.
Up to $1,000 first deposit bonus. Double your first deposit. Use the promo code Logan to activate the offer. Visit MyBookie online today. That's MyBookie. And don't forget to use the promo code Logan when creating your account to claim the bonus.
Who you got your money on this year?
I gotta go with Cleveland, bro. Hey, bro,
Spread
come on,
season.
Wow.
Those are my people right there.
They got a squad this year, huh?
Bet, win, get paid. MyBookie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. She is a YouTube phenomenon who's amassed 1.8 million subscribers in less than a month, and it's all because she lives in a van. Here to talk about van life, it's the YouTube van girl, Jennelle Eliana.
Yes.
Go.
Did I say that right?
Yes. Perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Incredible. By the way,
Way closer to the mic.
yeah, no, it's no problem. Here.
Thank you.
There you go. So you're not gonna wear the headphones? So
No.
it's no
You don't
problem.
have to.
Okay.
You'll be the third guest ever to not wear the headphones.
Not that I don't want to.
That's
I don't know.
I don't-
And
the physics don't make any sense.
Yeah.
she can make her own rules because technically she's the most viewed on the show right now. Like this girl's
you're
on
really-
freaking fire, dude.
You're blowing everyone out of the water on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And you're very new to this.
yeah.
Like you have I looked at your channel right now. You have 4 videos. That's it.
That's it.
7.7 million views, 13 million views, 4.3 million, and 4 million.
What's good?
Oh my God, yeah.
And it's all from living in a van.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Why do you live in a van? I have to ask.
Why not?
I mean, I can answer that. To me,
yeah.
it seems a little easier and more convenient to live in like a house or an apartment, especially if you're a social person. If you want to hang out with your friends, you have roommates or whatever. It's like, are you a social person? You don't have any roommates? Oh, you do actually.
I do.
The snake,
Alfredo.
Alfredo the snake.
Why'd you name him Alfredo?
Because he looks like a little Alfredo noodle pasta. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, how old are you, Janelle?
I just turned 21
Okay, you're 21 years old and you live in this van. How long have you been living in this van? This blue van?
for 2 years.
That's wild. How does it? I just don't understand. Like help me understand. I'm not going to accept the 1-word answer.
Okay.
I need to know how a 19-year-old decides to not go to college, probably decide to live a bit more of an isolated lifestyle than an average teen wants to do, and drive around the country and live in a van.
Like, how did all this happen?
Yeah, what inspired it? Like, why did you decide that you were gonna just like? What made you do this?
So I moved out of the house when I was like 17, 18. I had dreams of going to school, and I did for about a year and realized, why am I doing this? I don't know what I want to do as like most kids my age. And I was paying an absurd amount of rent for someone who just moved out with like no money,
Yeah.
and living in a van just seemed like a cool option. And living in California, there's so many places to travel. So it just kind of like checked all the boxes.
So you grew up in California?
Yeah.
Do you ever miss like some of the amenities that not living in a bus would provide? Like, do you ever go to parties?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty like solo, but I do socialize on the occasion, but I like to just travel. I miss showers.
Wait, but what are you talking about? It says how I shower living in a van. That's the one with 13 million views.
Yeah, I mean, I miss having a shower at like being able to
What-
shower at my own convenience.
What do you do? What's the shower technique?
Go to
now?
the gym,
Yeah.
go to yoga classes.
That's how you shower living in a van.
Yep.
So this is 100% clickbait.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, technically, that's how she showers living in. She lives in a van. That's how she showers. She goes to yoga classes and gym.
Have you? How's the hygiene inside the van? Like, have you ever gotten a rash on your face and had to cover it with a Band-Aid?
No. Fortunately, no.
That makes one of us.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Or two of us.
But yeah, so so you're basically going to the gym and jockeying their showers.
Yeah.
And do they ever yell at you?
No.
You don't get kicked out of Planet Fitness?
Nope.
Do you grunt when you lift weights?
I don't
Does
laugh.
the
I
alarm-
literally
the
just
alarm-
They'll
go
kick you out for that.
right. Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a rule.
Something
The
to know.
lunk alarm goes off.
I go to 24, so I've avoided that.
Oh, you go to the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, so you are, excuse my ignorance, but you are doing, I don't want to say normal people stuff, but you go to the gym to work out. Are there any other places you go regularly? Do you journal at Starbucks? Are you getting party supplies?
Yeah, what's your day-to-day life look like? I think for people that haven't seen the videos that are listening to this, like what you wake up in the van, you got Alfredo, you're cuddled up with your snake, and then you wake up, you get a gym class in, take a shower, then what?
Yeah, I just try as I'm traveling, I look at like the funnest things to do in the city and just go down the list and enjoy it. I love going to the beach, going on hikes. Like my days are pretty chill.
What are your spots? What are your hike and beach spots? Your favorite ones?
I just recently went to Big Sur.
Oh my
so just
God.
like everything about Big Sur is my favorite.
I'm assuming you stayed in the van.
Yeah.
So you didn't like rent one of the little like tree condos?
No, just parked off the side of the highway.
Really?
Yep.
We went to Big Sur once. Man,
One of the most memorable trips we've ever taken.
yeah, it was incredible. Did you happen to see my 2 buses walking in?
Yeah, I did.
And
Very cool.
well, it's a cool bus, so
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
cool bus. What'd you think?
It's impressive.
It's pretty blue, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of it. Do you want to buy it? Does anyone want to buy the cool bus? Can you please buy the cool bus for me?
Why don't you want it?
Or by the way, maybe there's a partnership that could take place here. We'll kill the upfront costs. And then let's talk about perpetuity. Their managers in the back, like, why don't you do me a favor, Mike? Shut the fuck up. Right? You're not getting perpetuity of shit.
I just kind of outgrew it is the word I'll use. It was sort of like the 2017 vlogging everyday content vehicle. And not that it's not practical, it's just not fucking practical. Like it's just this giant bus that starts sometimes and it's hot, it's large, you can't really park it anywhere. So then we upgraded to the Sprinter.
Spinner's nice as well.
It is very nice.
That's such a good side by side of like 2017 Logan versus 2019 Logan.
There's a lot. That's like the no beard.
Yeah. There are so many fans that are watching this right now when you talk about that and they're like crying.
Look, the cool bus. I mean, we love the cool bus. I just
Yeah.
think it's obvious that like I'm growing. I'm evolving as a person. I'm adapting, and I'm unfortunately not going to stay the same forever.
Somewhat deteriorating. Even
I'm deteriorating.
like your face.
my face. So yeah, the Sprinter van is my new go-to. My boxing coach Milton drives it while sleeping. From time to time. But van life on YouTube has popped off. Like,
Wait, really?
oh yeah.
Is it a whole sub segment
Oh,
on
yes.
on YouTube? It is.
Definitely.
Van life. Why is that?
Why do I think it popped off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4.5 times more popular than last year, van life videos. Why do you think that is?
I think more people are not wanting to buy a house and pay mortgage. And yeah, I think a lot of young people want to explore alternative living and not go to school and just kind of figure everything out and take a different path. Yeah.
I think that's always been like there's always been like a subsector of like the American population that has this dream of walking away from all of their, not walking away from all their responsibilities, but maybe taking a break from them, maybe taking them on the road. You see it a lot in the ski and surf community. I'm sure you've met a lot of guys here in California that live in their van and surf every day. That's all they do, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's always been there. But now you're seeing this subset of people that are making content about it. And you found like this really cool niche that a lot of people didn't know existed, and it just blew up. And now you're like, did you ever have intent of becoming like a YouTuber, or where was the catalyst for that, for making the content?
I wanted to start a channel about a year ago, and I was like hyping it up on my Instagram to like my 2,000 followers, and was like, I'm gonna start a channel. And then I was just over it, and I decided not to like put so much pressure on it and like do it more as a hobby. And then I posted my first video, and now it's my job.
But do you edit your videos as well?
Yeah, I do everything on my phone.
What? Wait, you even film on your phone?
Sorry.
I film and edit on my phone.
Do you remember Spencer saying that if you're like a kid who's complaining about having the resources to become a YouTube
You ain't
star,
got no excuse.
like you do it all on your phone?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I had a phone when I was young, it wouldn't have taken me 5 years to start YouTube. I had to wait to like save up $150 to buy a video camera, maybe that I could afford. And you do it all on your phone. You edit on iMovie, I'm assuming.
It's this app called Luma Fusion.
Oh,
it's
wow.
like $30 in the App Store.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah. Not Adobe Premiere or Final Cut.
Not when you're cranking 13 mil views on videos. Nothing's expensive, dude.
Are you monetizing?
I got monetized about a month after I posted.
How many views were you in when you got monetized?
I think my shower video was already at 12 million.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I wasn't complaining
all right.
because I
That's
was
all right.
just, yeah.
Why are people watching your videos? Why are people watching your videos and not the chick Janet that has like big ass underarm hair that makes her van videos? Like, why are people watching your videos? Are you prettier than Janet? Do you have less underarm hair? Are you more spunky? Like, what's your deal? You don't have any underarm hair. Let's be honest.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out myself, and people have been making videos trying to figure out why people are watching my videos. So I think it's the combination of just being a young girl living in a van with a pet snake.
Yep, that's it. And I think you overvalue the snake. I think it's my on why you're getting views. My guess is there's a juxtaposition there between living in a van, which would be considered a very rugged Ohio GP thing to do.
I call it like a nomadic, like vagabond lifestyle.
But for a very pretty, young, well put together girl to be doing it creates what I like to call this like strange juxtaposition of things. Like a really, really skinny person eating more food in a eating contest. Like all those things that this shouldn't be happening. When those things happen, people watch.
Yeah.
So you found a cool niche where it's like, yo, I shouldn't be living in this van because I'm probably pretty enough to be a model or like smart enough to do this or whatever, but I'm going to do this because I want to.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it just my videos in general kind of give people a different perspective, because a lot of people think van lifers are just like old white dudes in their like mid 40s who are just bumming it out. And like, I like to get my nails done, but I also like to go hiking for like 5 days. And it's just that balance.
I asked you to bring your snake on the show.
Yeah.
And what did you tell me?
He's in shed right now.
He's in a shed.
He's going to shed soon. So I'm not supposed to like touch him as much as I want to.
Yeah.
So when your snake is, I didn't know this, when your snake is shedding, you can't touch him?
Yeah, it like ruins it. And he's just like sensitive.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Did you see, how much do you stay up to date with pop culture and the happenings of this little bubble that we live in here?
I'm not up to date. I'm not even up to date on like my own channel. My dad sends me updates.
Do you even know the name? Do you even know the name of your channel?
Just Van Girl. I don't know.
Are you the Van Girl?
Yeah, if you type in Van Girl, I pop up.
The reason I asked is because last night a popular pop culture girl by the name of Tana Mongeon brought her snake to the red carpet of the VMAs in a kind of, I guess, like an effort to pay homage to the classic Britney Spears snake.
Was it her snake? And by the way, it was two,
so.
Right?
She had one, and then someone else did the snake too. But paying homage to Britney Spears' classic VMA's appearance from the olden days. What are your thoughts on snakes as accessories? Because she's gotten a little bit of blowback and a lot of praise for this. And shout out Tana, cool ass chick. But what are your thoughts on this?
I feel like if the snake is being well taken care of, I don't see an issue with this.
Yep.
I think it's cool that she can hold a snake, and you know, a lot of girls are scared.
Yep.
Very true.
Yeah, it makes them less stigmatized.
Is your snake like your bodyguard in a way? Because if I'm being honest, I'm concerned for your safety. This van life seems a little unsafe. Like I would be hesitant.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm fucking 6'2". I'm a strapping young man. But seriously, are you concerned for your safety?
No, I never have had any issues where I would feel that way.
You've also never been a YouTube star.
That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, this is all still very new to me, but I just keep living my life like how I was before YouTube, and hopefully nothing happens.
What about like some sort of barbed wire, electric current, or potentially a large pistol? What a chainsaw? What is your defense
Literally
mechanism
almost
besides
like
your
anything besides the hope?
Mace?
I have like a tiny pink taser.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
We like
That's it.
tasers. We like tasers.
We stopped using them. We had a problem with a rat. It was in the past. It was in the past.
I mean,
What?
it's nothing. It's nothing worth discussing today.
Gotcha.
It's nothing. Do you watch any YouTube creators?
To be honest, no.
You don't even watch David Dobrik?
I've watched, like, I'll occasionally like go through, but I don't really engage.
You don't even watch the Dolan Points?
Not even the
Doobie Brothers?
You know, actually, very good point. Because I want to hear this. Because by the way, it's always refreshing to have a YouTuber who's not watching. You know, like YouTubers can be I'm gonna tread lightly here. YouTubers can be a little ungrounded, a little uncultured, and a little fucking lame. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Okay, and that does not include my brawny friend here. What culture does inspire you? What music do you listen to? What movies do you watch when you're just van lifing? Because if you ain't watching YouTube, what actual type shit are you fucking consuming?
I feel like I'm not really consuming much. I try to live an active lifestyle. I'm always like surfing or hiking. I'm like pretty off grid. When I am watching stuff, it's like I'll just like binge The Office. I'm pretty basic. Yeah.
But how are you watching? How are you watching The Office with no Wi-Fi?
I do everything on my phone, so I have a really good data plan.
Oh, okay.
How long are you spending on your phone every day?
Well, now with this whole YouTube thing, I'd say about half the day.
Do you ever fear that this little hobby pet project of yours, which is creating content, which has now become your job, could interfere with the more important goal of yours, which was to let loose and explore the great wide open?
No, I feel like this has like given me more opportunities to do what I want. And like I always tell people, like my 10-year goals are now 6 months and 1-year goals with YouTube. You got to travel the world.
What are those 6-month goals? Because I did notice you're not really on a posting schedule. You kind of just throwing up videos whenever.
I'm the slowest editor.
What?
I take like 5 days to edit.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm still learning.
You should meet my editor. His name's Hayden. He's British. He's always hanging out with his girlfriend Ashley, though.
I got a date with Ashley. I'm gonna get back to it.
Would you ever?
Okay, I just want to say she has a similar posting schedule as like a rice gum. You never really know. You never really know. You might get a video one week. You might not get a video for a year. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, I want to try to have a posting schedule. It was just before trying to balance work in YouTube, and then last week I finally decided that I should probably stick with this full time.
What's your bedtime?
I try to sleep early, like 10.
I just got hit with an ad on your video.
Who is that guy? Who is that guy?
Bro. I can't do this.
Who is that
Can
guy?
we just not cut to the TV, please? Like, I really gotta get YouTube Premium one of
Yes,
these
all
days.
right, let's get YouTube Premium, please.
Oh, so you don't have a bed 10?
Yeah.
I went to bed at 10 last night. I got made fun of. A girl made fun of me.
Who was it?
There's that girl.
You can say her name.
No, probably
No
not.
one cares.
Well, probably a lot of people care.
I didn't make fun of you. Actually, I came in and it was like 9:45 and you said you were going to bed. And I said, "Is everything all right?" And you said, "Yeah, man, everything's good. I think so." And then you went to bed. It was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it felt good. Do you ever feel uncomfortable vlogging in public by yourself?
No, I feel like before YouTube, I would talk to myself anyway. So now it's like socially acceptable with the camera.
So like in the alley of like a Target, you're talking to yourself to decide what chips to buy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Were you always super comfortable, Logan, with being in public? Because I I've watched you. This kid literally is the most comfortable person I've ever seen. He'll run around in front of a crowd of people, and like everyone will be like pointing at him, and it's almost like he doesn't even know that they're there. He's gotten so used to just going nuts, you know, in public. Do you feel like that? Like you just do whatever you want?
I don't think I'm that liberated yet,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty comfortable. Yeah.
Well, it also helps because like I had, you know, in high school I had Jake to cheer me on.
Yeah,
I had Mac to shoot the video. So we're all like on a team, all doing this one thing. And now it's the behavior has been affirmed so many times that, you know, doing crazy shit in public and not caring what people think is
A part of you.
yeah. Well, it's become such a natural thing because, you know, you get subscribers, followers, money, whatever it is.
Because I feel like there's probably a bunch of people watching this episode right now that will be like kind of turned on to the fact that she did start with so little, just a phone and an idea. And I guess like the reason I'm asking the question is like, what tips do both of you guys have to get over that initial hump of looking at yourself in the camera? Because I know it was a little bit for me to get over too. Like when you first start seeing yourself on the computer or the phone that you're editing on, it's like a bit of a shock to you. Like you hearing your own voice, seeing your own face. Like is it like a repetition thing, consistency? You just keep doing it, you think?
Yeah, definitely consistency. And like you have to just sit down with yourself and say, like, if you really want to do this, this is what your life is going to be. And you just might as well get over it now.
Yeah.
Did you have friends telling you like, hey, you live in a van?
Just telling me that I live in a van.
I had friends that were like, yo, you make dumb fucking videos. I had a friend, Brian Guzik.
Oh, fucking.
Shout out Brian Guzik. Is Mac here? Brian Guzik, he goes, this was right when I was like starting to take YouTube seriously. He goes, if you ever make $100 off YouTube, I'll pay you $1,000. And
What?
Yes!
Yo, whoa. What's good, Kuzik?
Brian Guzik. And I was like, all right, let's see what happens.
Did he pay?
Yeah, he paid.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. He paid.
Shout out Guzik for being a man of his word,
Yeah,
dude.
I went back and he paid me. But yeah, no, it was at the time when like, not only were people popping off on YouTube, this bandit, I can see it in my eye, like just flapping around. People weren't popping off on YouTube, but also just like some kid from Ohio making these dumb videos, but it paid off and it worked. And also, you just can't give a fuck if you're like on that new stage and you really want to become a YouTuber. It's what you said. You just have to get over it and swallow your pride, your ego, whatever it is, and don't be afraid to look dumb. Except, lesson right here. Sometimes your I don't give a fuck attitude can shoot you in the foot. So make sure it's good. It's good to like to definitely live in your body and do the stuff that you want to do. But definitely just be conscious of the actions you're taking and who you may be affecting. That's what I'll say.
How many fucks would you say you give on any given day?
0.
Total of 0?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great number, by the way. That's a great number. I try to live in that place too. I got 2 big ones. I don't know what to ask first, but I guess we'll stay on this topic. Do you deal with, or how have you, because I'm sure you do, deal with haters at all?
Oh, for sure. It was something that from going to like this nobody who literally just travels solo in her van and doesn't really interact with people to this video blowing up, and I like realizing that my audience is so big that there are going to be haters in there, and there's a lot of conspiracies about my growth. And
I did see that. I did see that.
Oh yeah, get it. Let's get into it. What are the people saying?
that I work for YouTube and that I'm an actress.
Oh, it's an industry plant.
Industry plant.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I've heard about, not with you, but I've heard about this. Let's ask her frankly. Were you started as a genetic seed that became a plant of the industry?
I was bred so that I could live in a van with a pet snake and start YouTube.
Here you heard it first.
I was born yesterday.
Impaulsive. I was born yesterday.
Dog, I believe her. Like, I really do. Like, I'll ask you another question. It's sort of similar. Like, do you think pigeons are spies? Do pigeons work for the government?
Any thoughts?
Wow. That is spooky.
Okay.
I didn't think about
What do you
that,
think?
but it's possible.
Let me ask you another question. Follow-up question, some would call it. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
A what?
A baby pigeon.
It's just a small baby pigeon.
No.
No, you haven't.
You want to know why?
Who has?
I know why.
Why?
As soon as the pigeons are born, they're brought up on a diet of French fries from the McDonald's parking lot, and French fries are genetically grown to age pigeons faster.
Yeah, foul.
Which they then become spies.
I swear to God, this started in truth. The government used to strap cameras to pigeons to fly them over communists in the Cold War.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah, and then seriously, who the fuck has seen a baby pigeon? They don't exist. Pigeons are built by the government with cameras in their eyeballs. Back to the van.
Well,
I'm kind of spooked now.
Creator haters. What do they say? What could they possibly be saying?
Are those craters?
Craters, yeah. Oh, you're such a nice girl. So what's good?
Nothing. I think it just stems from not comprehending how the YouTube algorithm works.
Give me an example of something someone said to you that may have affected you.
I think what really gets me is when people say that I don't live in my van. I'm like, what? Why?
Why does that affect you?
Because I'm like, I worked really hard to like provide that lifestyle for myself, and like just to go to the extremes to like make a channel and have that like to make a channel revolving around living in a van just for the sake of YouTube is insane.
So when you get called a phony, essentially.
Yeah.
I can relate. Think about all the real ass videos, the past like 10 to 15 that we've made, and everyone's like, well, this is fake. You paid that Polish kid to come in so you can make content. And
at what point, like I've gotten to a point now because I deal with it too, and I'm
the hamstring injury too,
and I'm relatively new to the space and I have my own channel, and so I see a little bit of it there. At what point do you just really get to a point where like you just don't care? Like, because I'll tell you what, the majority of them, especially on YouTube, are like 14 and under. They don't even know what they're saying. They just type stuff and then they move on to the next creator and type something else. You know what I'm saying? You don't live in your van. Then they go to Logan. You didn't pull your hamstring. You're a lion. Boo foo 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 boo foo. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like 12. Like at what point, like, or for me, they're like, aren't you like, I'm 34. Like, aren't you like 40? Or they'll write literally on my post, they'll write, you're 34. And I'm like, thank you so much for reminding me. I lost my ID and I completely forgot how fucking old I was. Like, at what point do you just realize that these people are fucking morons and that the only reason they're doing it is because they have nothing going for themselves. So they have to comment on other people's
shit. How can you say a 14-year-old has nothing going for himself?
All right, but how about can we stick with the moron at least?
No, I won't even give you that because, dude, trust me, I was there. I remember being 14 and the few creators like the Smoshes, the Jenna Marbles, haters were just becoming a thing. And it was like, fuck the haters, ignore the haters. And I was like, yeah, me too. The 14-year-old Logan was like, yeah, haters are the worst. And then one day I was watching this video and almost like something took over me, bro. I became like an apparition. And my hands went to the keyboard and I typed in the comment section, I was like, you suck, loser. And I was about to send it and I stopped. I was like, why did I just do that?
Do you think?
And it's because something deep inside them, deep that they don't even know what's happening, possesses them to say the first thought that comes to your mind. Because by the way, having the thought like you suck, loser, it's a thought, it's in my head. Voicing it, knowing that it could hurt someone's feelings is where the disconnect is.
Do you think being a hater, and by the way, I think there's two different kinds. I think the you suck loser is one, that's the most like feeble kind. And then there's the hater that hates because they don't understand. So like your fans that are like, you kicked Jacob out because you're 34 and you're stupid and you want Logan to be your best. Like they don't get it. They think they have it figured out. Like they always think they have shit figured out. In reality,
you don't got the answers, Sway.
Obviously, you guys don't know shit about anything. But let me ask: do you think that haters, that first time that you didn't do it, do you think that was the equivalent of like the first hit of like a drug? And since you didn't do it, you didn't get addicted to hating. Because if you don't use the first time, you can never get addicted, right?
True.
And so, like, do you think if you sent that note, you saw losers in slow-mo and you hit the fucking enter button and it went through and Jenna Marble saw it and she responded, by the way, and wrote, that's not very nice, jerkhead. and you got a response from your favorite creator,
I would have been stoked.
and you would have just been on everybody's shit.
Stoked.
Fuck you, loser! I hate you. So maybe. How do you stop the haters? Like, how do you think there's a way?
No. If you're popular, there's just the numbers. There's always going to be at least like 1%.
Mike made a comment before, and we've kind of been on this wave a little bit. I don't know if we necessarily believe in haters. We believe in strangers.
I made that tweet.
It's solid. Maybe their ignorance, I'll use the word, whether they don't know. And ignorance doesn't always mean a bad thing. Sometimes it literally just means ignorance. You're like uneducated viewpoint of whoever you're talking about, or a topic may lead you to say something that might not necessarily be true. We talk about like when people meet us in real life, few people meet us and they're like, yo, for sure, like still fuck those guys.
Few people. I would be hard pressed to find anyone who you and I have interacted with. You say that there's
because people don't like you sometimes.
You
bro.
said that.
I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
I got 100% hit rate. Not a single person.
That is definitely not true. That is definitely
name
not
one person.
True.
Name one person. Go.
I'm not going to.
Go.
No, I'm not going to.
Say a name.
Because by the way,
say a name.
Because by the way, your people are like your ex and shit like that. Like those are the only people, and it's not like they just barely know me.
That's why I said few people.
Yeah.
I provided the buffer.
But like I think what it does is it defeats some of the other part of the conversation we're just having, because let's say we're both at 99.9%. By the way, my rate is definitely higher than yours.
Absolutely
I guarantee that.
Who thinks that's true? Who thinks more people don't like Mike after the
No.
David shaking his head no. Mike, people don't like you.
No, he's not shaking his head. It's like if I go to a party at the FaZe house, right? And I'm just walking around. Like I'm definitely
You leave and then 80 girls go, who's that loud guy?
so not true.
Who's that loud guy?
It's not true. But anyways, what the point I made was about not having haters, having strangers, is because when people get to know us, or I'll speak for myself, when people get to know me, they're like, holy shit, like that dude's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the people that hate are the people that just don't know our style. Like they don't know who we are, like how nice we are, how like I'm down to every person I meet. I'm down to listen to your story, hear you out, become friends with you. You know? Sorry about him.
Listen.
Sorry about him.
Listen.
See, can you see why people don't like him? Because when there's fucking...
Well, because this is you, bro. Man, I'm super nice. I care about everybody. I go to parties and girls love me. That's what you sound like.
All right, well, you're the one that brought up the point about it. So do you want to finish it?
I'll finish by saying this.
By the point I made, by the way, that you stole from me, like most of your content.
Shots fired.
Finish your point, loser.
Bro,
come on.
I'm just digesting the absurd things you say, bro.
I know. Finish the point. Come on,
bro. Did you know you can't take a nap in this house unless it's coordinated to the exact time Mike takes a nap?
4:30 p.m.
Because otherwise, you're trying to take a nap and all you hear is, it's me, Mike. Chef Katie, what's for dinner? That's my Mike voice, just screaming in the house for no reason.
Everybody knows.
It must be nice living in that van with no roommates named Mike.
Love it.
Anyways, do you do drugs?
No.
You drink?
Nice segue.
No. I actually, I had my first sip of alcohol on my birthday on Friday.
How'd you like it?
Wow.
I didn't. No, I had a hard kombucha.
What is that? Vodka that you add into it?
No, I don't know. It's just like soup, like fermented more.
Oh, it's like a wine kind of?
Yeah, I just have no interest.
How do you know that?
That I don't have interest in alcohol?
Yeah.
Because I haven't tried it.
Seems like a bit of a conundrum.
Yeah.
Seems like a bit
Full
of a...
circle.
Okay, I hear you. And by the way, I'm not advocating.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick your brain a little bit. Because, you know, I can't help but feel like if I was living in a van at 22 now?
21.
21?
Yeah.
21.
21.
I can't help but feel like I would get the major FOMO of kids my age who are out having fun, drinking, partying, going to Coachella.
That's just not fun to you. Like you see that shit and it's like lame to you.
I mean, maybe not necessarily Coachella, but all that stuff, like I can still do, and I still will. It's like literally living in a van. I feel like it's no different than living in a house. Like I'm out doing things all day and I just come back to sleep.
I would maybe. The one thing that it's hard for me to wrap my head around is the isolation. Mm-hmm. Would you consider yourself out of touch?
Like with just life, like reality?
No. The current state of social.
Are you talking about social media, society?
Social.
Just social?
Social. Just society.
Seems like a weird word.
Society. Social. Society.
I'm not like a super social person, but I still socialize. I feel like my life is maybe a little bit different than most people my age, but not that much different.
How do you?
I literally cannot.
He just played a sound effect. You can't hear it because you're not wearing
I
headphones.
heard it.
Okay, great. Thanks, Dylan. How do you date? You go on dates in the bus? Are you dating? On the van, sorry.
Yeah. No, I try not to.
What?
Yeah.
You actively try not to date?
Yeah. The van's so small. There's no room.
Could you
and
ever-
I'm always moving.
Could you ever imagine another person living in the van with you?
No, I always said if I were to date someone, it would have to be another van lifer.
Oh my God. And you guys would just do like caravans places
Yeah.
and shit?
So he has his own spot and I have my own spot. I'm very like particular about how my van is and like try to stay organized.
Have you seen the movie Free Solo?
I haven't. I heard it was really good though.
There's the guy who climbed the mountain. His name is Alex Honnold. He also lives in a bus. So
Yeah.
Are you looking for an Alex Honnold?
Yeah.
Really? So wow, that's crazy. So you're actively trying to not date. Again, though, don't you think you're not allowing yourself to live what some people would call is a very important part of life in that being love?
I'll go on dates for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah. But nothing serious.
It's kind of cruel, don't you think? You're leading guys on.
A little bit. Just to drive off into the sunset.
In the van.
Quite literally. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, I mean, you said there's no room, but like, if the dude has like a house or an apartment, there's like room there. It's so interesting.
I don't want to intrude. I have my own house.
I kind of like that style of thinking because I'm similar in that like where I sleep at night has very little like impact on my life. You know what I'm saying? Like my life is the same. I do the same things throughout the course of the day, whether I wake up in a $7 million mansion or on a friend's couch.
I have noticed
do you know
that
what I'm
about
saying?
you.
Like I'm very like free flow. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't because I've been there. I've been on the friend's couch. I've slept in the trunk of cars. You know what I'm saying? At another time in my life when things weren't what they are now. And I know that just like any other material items in this world, true happiness is like material items, houses, like all that stuff, all the money, everything. It's so far removed from the real meaning of life and happiness. And this isn't like debatable. Like it's not like, oh, well, I get happiness out.
I was gonna debate it.
I knew you were going to, and that's why I prefaced by saying it's not that, like all the people that you see in life that are truly happy have found happiness within and through experience and other people. Like there's nobody out there that's like, I just got the new rolls and shit is dope right now. My wife got new titties.
Let me check you right now. You just said, through experience and other people. And like I'll agree with you there.
Yeah.
So why I think I'm it's not clicking for me here is experience, absolutely, and other people, absolutely. But it seems like your isolation, even with like relationships, do you feel it's like taking away? Do you feel like it's stripping you of, I'll say youth, but a youthful, spry lifestyle?
No. I feel like, honestly, I feel like younger every day just because I'm able to go do like kid things and like, yeah.
Do you think it'll ever get old?
No.
Really?
I'm just starting.
Are you planning to be in this kind of lifestyle for a long time?
Yeah. I want to maybe rebuild this van and do a road trip for the national parks in the US. And then I want to go cross country, internationally.
What does growing up look like for you?
I don't know. 10 years, I still see myself living in a van and traveling.
Will you ever have kids?
No.
No, never?
No.
Why?
Maybe.
Why?
I saw a psychic yesterday and she said I was going to have a kid when I'm 29.
Whoa.
Maybe you got another van lifer. By the way, if you have a kid, does he need his own van too?
Yeah.
So like you have It's like
A van family channel.
It's like you free solo van, and then the kid's got like a little like one of those little Hot Wheel vans.
Oh yeah.
That he just cruises around behind you guys.
So cute.
That's dope. I mean, listen, I love it. You're better at it than I could ever be, but I also share a similar outlook on life as you do, because I'm not ever in a rush to like do, like I just live very freely, like day to day, just experiencing life, meeting people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not concerned with the things that society says I should be concerned with. Oh, you're this age now, so by this age you should have this amount of money in the bank, this degree, this many kids. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because by the way, how do you explain that to somebody that dies at 19? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? Like, how do you plan your life based around societal norms and shit? The only way I see any path to success right now is breaking that kind of shit and doing things your own way. And so you're doing that. And so like I'm envious of your ability to actually go full fucking throttle on it. You know what I'm saying? And say like, I'm not doing any of that shit. Like I'm going to do what I want. I want to explore. I want to hike. I want to surf.
Well said, Mark. I like that. I like that a lot. Is there a special moment that stood out to you in the past 2 years of your life involving this here blue van?
I think just the whole journey. I bought the van as a present to myself for my 19th birthday.
How'd you afford it, by the way?
I was working full time for like a sporting goods company doing data entry.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you pay for it?
The van itself was $2,500.
Oh, nice buy.
Yeah, I put about 8,000 into it.
8,000.
Yeah.
And that was all from entering data?
Yep.
So it seems like a good paying job.
It was a fun. No, it wasn't. It was very humbling. But I worked for a year and then saved up for it.
Is there one thing that you wish you could have with you in the van? And another question is, what is the most important item that you have in there?
I wish I had a shower, but maybe not in this van. And I think the most important item for me is my bed. I have a full-size bed in there and I love it.
Is this a brand deal you're about to do right now? Okay.
By Casper Mattress.
Yeah.
By Purple Mattress.
I felt like...
Oh, actually, I take that back. It's my closet.
Under the bed.
Yeah.
I saw that. It's quite extensive. It's really impressive. It's huge.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did good.
I feel like you could get the shower thing figured out.
You have a shower, don't you?
I do not.
Like
I have a
you've
bathroom.
clearly looked at solves for this. I know you have, because I can tell how important it is to you.
Yeah.
Is there a unit that you strap onto the back of the van that holds potable water that is heated by some sort of piping system to the spout? And the spout is on the side of the van, and you pull it out when you want to take a shower, and you shower with hot water behind your van, using the engine to combust heat that then pushes hot water through the pipes to your side of the van shower.
There are like propane showers and stuff like that, but I don't want to shower outside.
Oh, you want it to be inside?
Yeah, so I'm totally content with not having a shower in this van, and I plan on building another one that's like sick.
Do you feel like when you walk into Planet Fitness to go shower, like that's probably frowned upon, right? That's like probably the equivalent of like a homeless person like trying to walk in and shower.
You have a membership.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And you got a manager over there. Hey, there he is. How did he find you? How can you trust any of these people?
I don't know. I met with a lot of like managers and agencies, and this one just clicked. When I blew up, everyone was kind of preying on me.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about this realm. I barely watch YouTube, and it's like going to these meetings make me realize like people have teams behind them. It's not just the creator, the influencer. So it's in addition to trying to find a manager that fit for me, it's learning how all this works.
And you signed with Studio 71, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
How did I can't remember how we got connected to. I was talking to someone and then they were like, "Oh, we have this girl on our roster." Maybe it wasn't Studio 71.
I met with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to sign with an MCN right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come?
I just just talking to like individual creators, it just doesn't seem like the right route. And
Really?
contracts are just not, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Just negotiate a good deal.
Huh?
Just negotiate a good deal. I've been in the game for a long time. I have nothing bad to say about a good MCN that gives you a good deal. Yeah, they're awesome.
I think for now, I just want like just having a small team instead of everyone trying to push brand deals and all this other stuff. I'm just getting my foot in the door. I'm still learning how to film and edit videos. I don't really think I need a whole squad. Yeah.
Brand deals. Do you see yourself doing those?
Not soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Trying to stay authentic?
Yeah.
What about like starting a brand?
Maybe. Yeah. Don't know what yet though.
Clothing, maybe merch.
Yeah, Alfredo merch.
What if somebody said if you do a brand deal, they'll install a indoor van shower for you? Would you do it?
No, it depends on the deal.
Look, I really want to sell you my cool bus. Like please buy
We can
it.
talk about that. Yeah.
Please buy it. I need to
Well, you told me it doesn't even start.
Nah, it does.
We can fix that. We can fix that.
My dad's working on it. He's kind of the jack of all trades.
Nice.
His name's Greg. He's a good guy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, all right, so we do audio only, which is basically this podcast, but it's audio only, which is good for me because of my Band-Aid. So, Jennelle, thank you for coming on Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world.
Anything else you want to say today?
No, thanks for having me.
Of course. Where can they find you on social media? Instagram, YouTube?
You can find me at Jennelle Eliana on YouTube and Instagram.
Okay.
Fire.
Very easy. All right. Gonna do audio
What's
only
your
right
socials?
now. Spotify. You're late. Dylan, you're late. Spotify and iTunes right now. Audio only. Thank you guys for watching Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. We love you. We'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.
Bye.
Because of love and heartbreak, that has the power to just drop me to my knees, like actually shatter me.
Yeah.
And nothing else in my life can do that. Nothing. So I'm saying, what happens if you meet someone and you fall in love and you can't help, like you fall in love, and maybe because you're saying you're super headstrong and stubborn that it'll never happen, but I mean, maybe you got to make some room in that bed of yours.